And we are back with the third segment of the GSMC Basketball Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. Now, in this third segment, we are going to be talking about LaMelo Ball. A mother is suing LaMelo Ball for allegedly striking her son with a car. So, obviously, this isn't the first time that the Ball family has appeared on the wrong side of the news headline. I mean, there was an incident with LaMelo Ball where he was caught shoplifting in China, and now there's this incident right here with LaMelo being sued by a mother for allegedly striking her son with a car. Now, I'm looking at this article on ESPN. A North Carolina mother, this is all from ESPN, is suing the Charlotte Hornets and LaMelo after the team's all-star guard allegedly struck her son with his vehicle during an attempt to obtain Ball's autograph. According to the lawsuit, which was filed Tuesday and obtained by ESPN, the alleged incident occurred in early October when the Hornets hosted a fan-focused event at the Spectrum Center in downtown Charlotte called Purple and Teal Day at the Hive. So, after attending the event, Tamaria McRae stated that her then 11-year-old son, Angel Joseph, who is now 12, stood outside the arena's employee entrance when Ball's SUV exited the arena. Ball stopped at a nearby traffic light, and fans, including Joseph, again, this is all on the article. Fans, including Joseph, approached Ball's vehicle. McRae said Ball looked at her son from his vehicle as Joseph stood next to it, and when the light turned green, alleged that Ball drove in a grossly negligent and reckless manner in that he accelerated his vehicle forward suddenly and without warning and struck her son, quote, severely injuring him, end quote. She claimed that Ball then left the scene. According to McRae's attorney, Cameron DeBrune, Joseph suffered foot and back injuries in the incident. McRae alleged that the injury caused severe physical pain and emotional distress from a player her son considered his hero. McRae is seeking damages in excess of $25,000. The Hornets declined to comment. Ball's agent didn't immediately respond to a request for comment, and an incident report from the Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department that was obtained by ESPN said Joseph suffered bruises and scratches that were described as minor. So that's what one article had to say about the incident, and Sports Illustrated also they also posted an article about this, and essentially, I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the Sports Illustrated article as well, just to talk about that. After a largely lost season due to injury, things have gone bad from worse for the Charlotte Hornets guard LaMelo. So basically, they talked about the suing. This allegedly happened on October 7th of last year. Angel Joseph, my son, this is a quote that Sports Illustrated. So, quote, Angel Joseph, my son, was like, LaMelo, I love you, sign my ... give me your autograph, can you sign it for me? End quote. McRae said, quote, I just seen my son kind of go down, and I thought maybe he had dropped something. End quote. Per McRae, according to the article, it took Angel months to recover both physically and mentally. Quote, this is his hero, his idol, and he got run over by him. End quote. From the family lawyer Cameron DeBrune. Ball played just 22 games for the Charlotte Hornets this year, averaging 23 points per game. Neither he nor the team decided to provide a comment before the story ran. Now, another article, this time from the LA Times, alleged that there are plenty of videos of LaMelo speeding out of the Charlotte Hornets players' parking lot after a game, quote, gunning the accelerator and running the first red light down the street. This is according to the LA Times. This is from an article. The videos, they are online, so you guys can make your own opinions on what you guys think about the video. This is just according to the LA Times. Fans, they line the lot, hoping against hope that Ball or a teammate will slow down, roll the window, and sign whatever they hand him just to get autographs. And Angel Joseph was one of those people. And it seems that, according to the lawsuit filed on Tuesday, Ball drove over his foot and broke it. This is according to the LA Times. Angel was 11 at the time and attempting to get an autograph outside of Spectrum Center Arena after the team's purple and teal day. So they both match up with this matches up with the ESPN article, and the lawsuit says, according to the LA Times, the lawsuit says Ball barreled over Angel's foot, again according to the LA Times, failing to yield the right of way to a pedestrian, end quote. So, quote, yield the right of way to a pedestrian, end quote. Or to, quote, apply his brakes in time to avoid an accident, end quote. That's what the lawsuit says, according to the LA Times. It also says that Angel suffered injuries that took several months to heal, and damages are totaling to more than $25,000, which makes sense as to why that's how much money they're seeking, according to the ESPN article, where it says McRae is seeking damages in excess of $25,000. So Angel, like, again, all the quotes, they seem to match up with each other. And the lawsuit, at least according to the LA Times, the lawsuit also targets the Hornets, like the organization as a whole, alleging that the team did not provide adequate security and pedestrian control measures at the players' parking lot. So now it's sort of like it seems like the shift is it's being shifted as Melo's fault, while at the same time it being the organization's fault in the Charlotte Hornets for not taking I guess accountability because the lawsuit, again, it's alleging that the team did not provide adequate security. So I guess they sort of expected there to be staff like in front of the garage. I guess that's what they mean by adequate security, to prevent the fans from getting too close. At least that's what I get from looking at this article and saying that when it says alleging the team did not provide adequate security. Ball, according to the LA Times, Ball is the youngest of the three brothers who became widely popular while starring at Chino Hills High. He scored 92 points in high school, skipped college in favor of playing for Lithuania at 16, and in Australia at age 18, ahead of the 2020 draft, where he was taken 3rd overall. He withstood notoriety orchestrated by his father, and that began with his older brother Lonzo, where he became a star and has never really ceased LeVar's Big Baller brand or the merchandise that the family has had. And for all of LeVar's bluster and outrageous claims that he has, 2 of his sons became NBA stars. And the middle son, LiAngelo, he played in the G League and in Mexico. But they have battled injuries, which LeVar chucks up to their team's Rudy Toot workouts. Which, quote, Rudy Toot workouts, quote. That's what he said. I mean, everyone knows like LeVar's crazy antics and things of that nature. Lonzo spent his first 2 seasons with the Lakers. He now plays with the Bulls. He's been sidelined for more than 2 years with a left knee injury that required 3 surgeries. And LaMelo's 22. He only played 58 games in the last 2 seasons because of a succession of ankle injuries. And it really seems that injuries and mishaps have sort of defined the Ball family. I mean, that's sort of what the story seems to be like. And it's just a very, very bad look on LaMelo's side. And I don't know exactly how he's going to be able to recover from this incident. I mean, like, it's more pressing, like, for LaMelo. Like, he might be in, like, the injury sustained by Angel and the lawsuit alleging that Ball's driving caused it. McRae says that the lengthy recovery has taken an emotional toll on her son, who is now 12 years old. And I mean, who could blame... Like, you can't really blame the child for that, because, I mean, it's his hero. And his hero allegedly ran over his foot. And that would definitely take a toll on someone. So, again, allegedly, not entirely sure. So, quote, "For a while, I couldn't even recognize who my child was because, like, depression, not being able to go outside and play." McRae told the WSOC. And she also said, quote, "When you see your children hurt, it hurts you. It's been rough. It's been real tough. I mean, like, I'm a strong person. This broke me. This right here, it really did it." End quote. So that's all the quotes that she has said. And that's really all that I can talk about this specific incident without stirring up much trouble. So now that will be the end of this segment. And I will go ahead and go into the fourth segment where I talk about the TNT crew and their final run. And I'm going to be really sad in this next segment. So I will be right back after this short break.